rewriting it, and we are going to bring in something called the Gun Violence Restraining Order. So if someone is civilly committed, typically you can hold them for up to 72 hours, but people are getting out within 24 hours, the majority of them. So what we want to do is let law enforcement come in and take the guns.
You said it would be Harris. You said it would be Biden. You said it would be Obama. And guess what? None of them took away your Second Amendment rights. Ultimately, it's going to be your golden boy or your orange boy. It's going to be your orange boy, Trump, who's going to be taking these rights away from you.
Well, we're seeing what's happening. First of all, we're understanding that immigrants aren't the criminals.
Wouldn't it be crazy if mainstream media decided that Alex Preddy was too ugly to be a martyr, so they decided to make him, they photoshopped him. Look, they gave him the old Chad filter. But what if they did that for a different reason? Wait a second. Who's this person? Who's that guy? Well, according to Grok, that's the same guy. That's the same guy. That's Alex Preddy. That's what Grok says. Wait, who's this guy? Malachi Gross, fighting in southern Gaza. He died. IDF soldier died last year. Bro, that was honestly so creepy. As I said IDF, the entire app crashed. Swear to God. Almost looks like he has an ice vest on under his jacket there. And I guess it'd be crazy if the gun he was carrying was the same one used by Ice Age.
And what Trump and Kristi Noem and ICE are doing to our citizens is, and to undocumented people is outrageous and needs to end. And what Trump and Kristi Noem and ICE are doing to our citizens is, and to undocumented people is outrageous.
I'm in Minneapolis, Minnesota, where Governor Tim Walz has officially deployed the Minnesota National Guard to the region to combat Donald Trump's unlawful ICE raids, and they are on every single street corner. I'm in Minneapolis, Minnesota, where Governor Tim Walz has officially deployed the Minnesota National Guard to the region to combat Donald Trump's unlawful ICE raids, and they are on every single street.
Fighting for America, that the President of the United States would call out 4 duly elected members of Congress, and basically all of them minorities, and tell them they got to leave the United States. It is reprehensible. It is dangerous. It has to stop, because it's not just these 4 people that he's picking on. He is bullying, and he is calling out Americans all across this nation who may be Muslim, who may be black, who may be immigrants. It has got to stop. It is dangerous.
But he says that it's about the issues and it's about the policies.
No, that's just not true. If he was going to talk about the issues, he didn't. What he talked about was these women of color, one of whom is an immigrant. Let's understand who this woman is. Her family fled Somalia, one of the most dangerous places in this world, wound up in a refugee camp in Kenya, and then was able to immigrate to America, and in America she excelled. She went to school, she raised a family, and she was elected. At the same time,
though, some of her rhetoric definitely comes into question, where she's talking about, she refuses to condemn Antifa.
You get the actual tape that goes back several years now. That tape, she did not do what the president said she did. The president, once again, was bending the truth about her actual statements. This woman is a true American. She came to this country, and she, like perhaps every other American, sought a better life, and she is pursuing it as a member of Congress. It is an American success story. The president is putting her at risk and putting others at risk by doing what he did. It has
a lot
to
of folks
stop.
disagree with you.
Rewriting it, and we are going to bring in something called the Gun Violence Restraining Order.
250 years ago, British soldiers in red coats kicked down doors without warrants and took whatever they wanted. And even 250 years ago, in an imperfect union under imperfect leadership, the people of this country said, we will not stand for that. They passed a whole constitution in response. The Fourth Amendment came from those instances. And just this morning in Brooklyn, we heard that they were stopping dollar vans, asking people for IDs, 250 years later. So we are here today because we stand with Minnesota. But make no mistake, if you are comfortable, if you feel okay, do know that today it is Minnesota. Today it is our immigrant friends and neighbors. Today it is 5-year-olds. Today it is people that don't look like you. Tomorrow it will be you. So we have to stand up in this moment. In Minnesota, we stand with you, and I couldn't be more proud to stand with my colleagues. Thank you.